did you first become a lawyer?
Oh my gosh, how did I first become a lawyer? Well, obviously, you go to school, but where did the spark ignite? I will be remiss if I did not say that I used to watch Judge Wapner, Judge Judy, and Perry Mason way back when it was still black and white TV on. And that's where I got the spark to be an attorney. And then, of course, applying yourself, going to college and law school and passing that bar. Actually took 2 bars and passed it, and then got high enough to get into a 3rd bar. So it's been a journey.
I always joke, I got a lot of attorney friends. I always joke them like I could have made something out of myself and become a lawyer. But I didn't have any role models or anything that inspired me. I wish people like yourselves had been in my life as a child to see you. And maybe it could have sparked some interest in becoming a lawyer, and I just ended up being what I became. But the idea of being a role model, how valuable is that to you to embrace that process?
It's important for our community to see people like us who can inspire them to be a talk show host, to be a communicator, to be an attorney, to be a doctor, to be an educator. They need to see that so they know that it's possible and that they can do it. And I will tell you that there's always adversarial things that you have to go through to be able to make it. I remember one of my deans in law school told me I would never pass a bar.
Really?
Yes. And guess what? I got 3. So you just have to persevere and then rely on those that have come before you. Reach out to us, Attorney Joe North, myself. There's other attorneys that you can reach out to and ask for guidance and assistance, any profession that you want to go to.
Speaking of Attorney Joe North, before I forget, he sent you this. Joe has been running around, famed attorney, handing out masks for everybody.
That's my friend. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mask important to wear, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to wear your mask.
We're socially distanced here. One of the things that I found so fascinating and very pleasing when you were applying for your job now that you've gotten as the attorney for the Lee County School Board is we got a chance to see your credentials spread out in the public spotlight. And in my mind, you were well qualified, more than qualified. And in the schooling that you had, the prestigious law school that you attended, speak to that for me.
So I went to St. John's University in New York for my undergrad. And then I went to the American University, the Washington College of Law in Washington, D.C. So that's where I got my Juris Doctor degree. And the American University, Washington College of Law is a reputable law school and well known for certain areas such as international law. It used to be a women's law school when women were having a hard time to get into law school. And that's the history from whence it came.
How do you always end up in stuff like that? When I say that, I mean it in a nice, in a complimentary way. You always around things that are trailblazing.
Yeah.
Your sorority is trailblazing, doing women's suffrage, and you trailblazing now as I think it's the first African American in Haitian descent school board attorney, right?
Yes.
And because I think there was one other female before you. Right. So I want to make sure I don't make that mistake. But life is just kind of, you end up in these places and opening up doors.
Wherever God places you, you do the best that you can with what He's given you. And when the door opens, you walk in, you pray, you say, God, I know you put me here for a reason. So let me do thy will.
Your daughter, I don't want to get the school wrong, but I think I've seen you guys taking her off to college now. And that's got to be a proud moment for you as well.
Yes. And she just voted too.
Okay.
She just voted for the first time. So yeah, we're very proud of her at the University of Central Florida and doing well. So we're very, very proud of her.
Are you pushing law on her in DST?
I
know you're pushing DST. Come on now.
I'm not pushing her, but at this point, I think she's looking at law. I'm still holding out for the Crimson and Cream. I think it's coming, but she's her own person, and she's a strong woman. So I'm very proud of her.
All right. You think it's coming. Come on. Come on now.